question challenge. So, the first thing is something I found on the internet, on Instagram actually. So let me just see if I can show you. Because I found this one I'm using. So, can you see? Yeah, you should be able to see that. See your dream. Taste it. Breathe it. Taste it. Touch it. Be it. So, you have to taste it twice. I like this meme because this is just a meme and it captures something very similar to vacuumizing. And also it captures this thing at the very end. See your dream, taste it, breathe it, taste it, touch it, be it. Be it, how specifically? By capturing the movements. Would be my answer. I mean, I'm not so sure these people agree. But here is the thing, you know, don't dream it, be it, or, well, at least be it in while you dream it. Here's the thing. Yeah, I like it. And I thought it was a nice reminder of what it's like. So, one question. So, when I look at this thing, look, visual, remember to include the other senses also, right? Should I see it in front of me or should I be like inside the scene? Okay, so this is like, in one sense this is advanced class, and in one sense this is like, yeah, I'm happy to address it. Of course you want to be inside it. Of course you want to, you know, it's like if you watch something on a little tiny screen, whether it's the mobile or the laptop or the TV, right? And compare that with actually, you know, stepping into the VR world. Oh, there are things, everywhere, and around me, behind me. When you imagine stuff, I mean, we're talking about a pre-experience of a future event that you want to have here, right? Of course you want to have stuff all around you. And this also answers another question. I mean, these are valid questions, but I feel that they are on a higher level. The other question that follows is this: should I see myself from the outside or should I see through my own eyes? Be in your own body, you know. You should see the future episode through your own eyes. Now, this is absolutely valid, and I mean I spend a lot of time teaching these differences, so of course it's relevant questions. But here is the thing. Here is the real thing, I think. When we do an exercise like this, which is basically, so this is an exercise in imagining future events. Future events that you want to experience. Okay, fine. The most important thing is actually to do it. To add all these extra instructions. I mean, it's fine. You make sure it surrounds you. Make sure it's surround the sound. Make sure it's colorful. All of that. But before you make sure of that, remember to make sure of the simple things. The vacuumizing to include all the senses. This future event that you want to experience. Do you know what you will be hearing when you experience it? And not just words. Not just words. Listen for tonalities. Listen for the kind of sounds that don't have a meaning. Listen for the sounds in the surroundings. And remember to include the movements you're making in this future scenario. That's complicated enough. That's complicated enough. Keep it simple. Again, the most important thing is that you actually do it. So this gets me to another question, which about how to. So once you've imagined a certain thing, a very specific thing that you really want to experience for reals, and then how do you get there? Well, listen, I can't really answer that question because I'm not familiar with the situation. And also on a more general level, I'm going to give one little tip. But on a more general level, please remember that this is what we are doing here is a 7-night imagination challenge. So if you leave this challenge and have gotten into the habit of spending 5 minutes a day imagining things intentionally, I think that is an enormous leap forward. That is something that has a huge value, even if it may not have concretely given a payoff as of yet. But just having this capability and actually using it, that's what we are about. And now, I promise to give you one little tip, and that's once you're inside your pre-experience of the future situation that you really want, once you know how you would be moving inside of it, here's the little tip. From this pre-experience of the future, remember how you got there. Remember how you got there. Now, these are not going to be the kind of memories you have from the present moment. These are going to be future memories, right? But this is sometimes a very useful approach to planning. You simply make the jump into the future situation that you want, and you look back through time and you ask yourself, what were the things that happened that brought me here? What were the things that I made happen that brought me here? It's just a little tip, doesn't always work. Sometimes it's extremely useful. But like I said, this is ultimately outside of the scope. This is the challenge here. The intention is to increase your powers of imagination. Yeah. Okay, so again, and how to deal with it when you just fall asleep. Yeah, listen, I think that's just make it easier. Make it easier. Have your little card, put your little card by your toothbrush or something else that you do every day. And then as you see the card, just sit down while you're still awake. Spend the 5 minutes, 2 minutes, 5 minutes, 15 minutes really pre-experiencing the future that you desire. And check the box. Now, there is a huge advantage. There is an advantage to doing it in the evening just before you go to sleep, which is of course why I suggested doing so. But if some exercise is too complicated to be done, listen, it's better to do it than to do it perfectly. Because again, remember again, what is it really that we are after here? Imagination, creating a more powerful mind for you, increasing your powers of imagination. And the most important part then is that you actually do it, right? And not that you blame yourself, oh no, I forgot to do it again, I can't. Hey, that's the entire point of the exercise, right? To develop skills and capabilities that you can use in multiple situations and contexts. So say you have a choice to make. If I say yes, what will my future be like? What will the future situation this will lead to be like? If I say no, what will the future situation be like? How will I experience that future situation? Just as a way to pre-experience the consequences of a choice. I mean, this is just an example, right? The point again is this. Do it. And by actually doing it, you gain the experience and then you know how to use it. Okay, I think that shall be enough. So on this penultimate day, I bid you farewell and see you tomorrow.